And speaking of that commission, whoever the judges were prior to this boxing match, what is going on? Chick had her whole thing cut right here. It was still kicking her ass. Still, her whole I don't even know what you call it. It was hanging. It was literally hanging. And she was still whipping that ass. I think the other girl's name's like Kate Martin or something. I don't know, but Kate, she headbutted that girl 4 times, and it was deducted a point. And somehow this girl still won by 2. It was like 95. It was 96-94 or something. It wasn't like Kate was pounding her or something. They was going back and forth. What are we doing here? What are we doing, guys? Like, after the cut happened, it was even.
The highly anticipated rematch between Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor was supposed to bring closure to one of the fiercest rivalries in women's boxing. Instead, it has sparked controversy, with many fans and experts believing Amanda Serrano was robbed of her rightful victory. Was this a case of hometown bias, or did Katie Taylor truly outbox Amanda? Let's break it all down.
97-93.
Katie Taylor.
Oh my God!
What?
86-93.
Yes! Come on, Casey! God!
That was the first half of the fight.
I was like,
what?
So if you didn't get from that reaction,
Oh man!
Katie Taylor has won by split decision, a very, very wide margin from the last judge.
This fight was a true display of heart, skill, and determination, but it wasn't without its controversial moments. Many fans were outraged at the decision, believing that Amanda Serrano had done enough to secure the win. Social media erupted with claims of injustice, with one fan highlighting Amanda's resilience despite suffering a severe cut over her eye. The fan pointed out that Katie Taylor exploited this injury, continually headbutting Amanda while she valiantly pushed through the pain to deliver a stellar performance.
And still, the undisputed super lightweight.
You know what? Texas has always been a cauldron of controversy.
Meanwhile, Katie Taylor, in her post-fight comments, dismissed the headbutts as accidental and insisted she was ready for another rematch if Amanda wanted it. For many, this came across as dismissive of the severity of Amanda's injury and the sacrifices she made to keep fighting.
I mean, we're going to see, I guess, on Friday. I think the result is going to be the same. I'm very, very confident, and we're both stepping into the ring very confident, I'm sure, but the thing about these things is I'm going to say that I'm going to win the fight. She's going to say that she's going to win the fight. Sometimes I feel like these conversations are nonsense, really, but...
You're ready to get it on.
Yeah, we're just ready. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Of the headbutt from the Serrano camp, what do you attribute those headbutts to? How did those happen, in your opinion?
It just happens sometimes when you're fighting against a southpaw, especially. The fighters come in close, and it just happens. I was completely accidental. I mean, they're calling me a dirty fighter or whatever, but that wasn't purposely done. Obviously, I'm in there fighting like she is, and it's a rough sport, and sometimes you get head clashes. You have to fight through those things. This is the fight game. I fought her twice, I beat her twice, all the judges were in agreement, so I really couldn't care less what's been said about the fight. I'm standing here again, I'm 2-0 against Serrano, and I'm very, very happy.
Can we do it again?
If she wants, yeah, I have no problem doing it again.
The fight's turning point came when Amanda sustained a nasty cut that many say should have stopped the fight. Clarissa Shields, a legend in her own right, believes Amanda should have won. She pointed out how Katie became strategic after the injury, targeting the cut to gain an advantage. Shields remarked that while Katie's tactics were smart, Amanda's inability to defend the cut ultimately cost her the fight by a razor-thin margin.
I thought Amanda had the bigger shots in the middle and the beginning of the fight, but who landed the better shots, who did the countering, who had better defense, it was Katie Taylor. I knew the fight was going to be close, but once the headbutt happened, I mean, Katie got real smart, kept aiming for the cut, throwing big hooks at the cut. Amanda defense up top was not together to where she just walked there and stalked her down, and Jordan, the same one that I got on.
Yep, the same ones. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, them 11.
So she walked her down and she was trying, but Katie fought off the back foot. She countered, she circled her. Amanda did not cut off the ring. I think that Katie won the fight by a hair. It is what it is.
This view was echoed by boxing insiders like Gareth A. Davies, who described the cut as one of the worst he'd ever seen in boxing. For Davies, Amanda's sheer ability to fight through it was nothing short of heroic. Despite the injury, Amanda kept pushing forward, demonstrating incredible grit and determination. Alicia Baumgardner praised Amanda as a true warrior, stating that the fight should have been stopped due to the severity of the cut. Baumgardner's remarks reflect a widespread sentiment that Amanda's bravery deserved more recognition and perhaps even a different outcome.
Let me ask you about the women's fight, because that was extraordinary. It was an incredible fight. I've never seen someone, first of all, suffer a cut that bad and go on. Were you calling for the stoppage at that time?
Honestly, I was. That cut was very nasty, and I'm like, wow, look at Amanda, a warrior. Kept coming forward, even with Katie coming, but she really showed out and showed that she was a true fighter.
Did you think that I thought Amanda won the fight by 2 rounds. How did you see it?
I did. I thought Amanda won the fight as well. I think the point deduction really showcased how close the fight was. I think, again, Amanda showed that she wanted to be there. It was a second fight. She really wanted to prove herself.
In her own words, Amanda revealed that Katie's team had already floated the idea of a trilogy fight. However, Amanda doubted whether Katie would want another rematch, given how much damage Amanda inflicted in this fight.
Are you thinking of a trilogy?
You know, it's funny because they from the very beginning, her team said the trilogy. Yeah, she said it, but depending on how I beat her this fight, I don't know if she would want the trilogy.
The boxing world was sharply divided over the result. Eddie Hearn, while praising the fight as epic, couldn't hide his astonishment at Katie's ability to survive the punishing 5th round. He called it one of the greatest fights in women's boxing history, but acknowledged the brutal punishment Katie endured. For Hearn, this was a testament to Katie's bravery, but for others, it highlighted Amanda's dominance in key moments of the fight.
With Eddie Hearn, Eddie, describe that fight to me in one word, if you can.
I think the best word is epic. You know, an epic fight, an epic occasion, everything we dreamed of and so much more. Just very proud to be involved with the night, proud of Katie Taylor. And of course, we know biggest fight in women's boxing history is a bit boring now. One of the greatest fights in Madison Square Garden history. Just amazing.
Meanwhile, Michaela Mayer expressed her interest in fighting Katie Taylor next, believing that their matchup could deliver a similarly thrilling performance. Such comments suggest that Katie's win, controversial as it may be, has only added to her reputation as a top contender.
The negotiations are a little tough, but deep down, I want the winner of Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano.
The crowd's reaction to the decision was deafening, with boos echoing through the arena. Zab Judah and Brooklyn, in a post-fight interview, joined the chorus of fans expressing their discontent, stating that Amanda should have won. On social media, users were quick to call out the judges, accusing them of bias and emphasizing how Amanda's grit and skill were overlooked.
Action! What's the reaction? She won! Katie, what's your reaction? Boom! Boom! Yeah, boom! Luke, what's your reaction? What's your reaction? Hell no! Hell no? Okay, Amanda won? Brooklyn. Amanda won. There's another robbery. I'm Brooklyn Bushwick. We right here.
However, some analysts, like Lucas Cattell, argued that Katie's victory was justified. He pointed out that Katie threw more punches and maintained her composure throughout the fight, finishing strong and earning the judges' favor. This sentiment, though valid, remains in the minority.
Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. Once again, another great fight. The label dirty fighter thrown around with Katie Taylor. Physical fight. I could see possibly throwing that around. Amanda Serrano cut. Maybe I'm in the minority. I thought Katie Taylor won this fight. I had her winning some of the early rounds. She took over the mid rounds, and then she finished incredibly strong. Threw actually more punches, I believe, statistically, though I haven't double checked, than she did in the first fight. Gets deducted a point, which I thought was kind of like iffy and unclear on it, and pulls away to kind of cement her legacy as one of the greatest fighters ever. Amanda Serrano is still a very, very good fighter, if not a great fighter. I personally think the right person won.
For many, this fight was not just about victory, but about legacy. Natasha Jonas noted that when two elite fighters face off, the result is bound to be extraordinary. She praised both Amanda and Katie for delivering a fight that showcased the best of women's boxing, even if the decision left fans divided.
Yeah, another great fight last night, wasn't it, Katie and Amanda Serrano? It's just, we were saying earlier, the female fights are just keep giving and giving with some explosive nights.
Yeah, I think I say this quite often. We always knew how good it was at its best. You know, when you put the best in against the best, you're going to get the great fights like you do in any sport. You put the best against the best, then you know the best person will come out and shine, and you have to perform at your best. You can't, if you're fighting a Katie Taylor, you can't. There's no room for error. There's no room to be 90%. You've got to give everything, and when two people do that, you get a performance like last night, and they were brilliant, both of them. And
Still, Amanda's supporters believe her legacy as a warrior was cemented in this fight, regardless of the official result. Eddie Hearn, who has been vocal about his admiration for Katie, described her as brave and resilient, but couldn't ignore the punishment she endured. For Amanda, this fight was a testament to her resilience and refusal to back down, even when the odds were stacked against her.
We're lucky to work in this sport.
Fifth round was arguably round of the year. How did Katie Taylor get through that?
I don't know, because I thought the fight might be over after that round, you know. She's got a granite chin, and she's so brave. But she chooses to stand in the pocket and trade. Like, she could just box people's ears off all night, but it's not as exciting. But, you know, she took a lot of punishment and it came through with a tremendous heart.
While Katie Taylor celebrated her controversial win, Amanda Serrano hinted at uncertainty regarding a trilogy. For Amanda, the pain of this loss was compounded by what she perceives as an unfair decision. Gareth A. Davies and Spencer Oliver described her injury as one of the worst they've seen, making her ability to compete at such a high level even more impressive.
I said, do you know what? It's a struggle to watch that. It's a struggle to watch that because that cut is so bad. I've seen some cuts in my time, but that is like outrageous. Yeah, that's what I've got it 86, 84. There you go.
Exactly how I have it now as well. Taylor needs a knockdown to draw or a stoppage to win this.
Oh, Bo, look at this again, toe to toe.
It's exactly like that first fight, giving everything the pair of them.
This is a telephone box moment right now. Both girls just trading.
I've never seen anyone ever come back from a cut like this, and go and win a fight in this manner. It's extraordinary.
It's incredible.
As the dust settles, fans are left to wonder, will Amanda and Katie meet again for a trilogy fight to finally settle the score? Or will this rematch be remembered as the moment when Amanda Serrano proved she was the true victor in the eyes of many? What do you think? Did Amanda Serrano deserve the win, or was the decision fair to Katie Taylor? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Punch Hub for exclusive fight analysis, updates, and all the latest in the boxing world. Stay tuned as we uncover the truth behind every jab, cross, and uppercut in this legendary rivalry.